Once upon a time, a king wanted to choose its prime minister. Four great thinkers of the country were called. They were placed in a room, and the king told them that the door of the room will be closed on you, and the lock of the room is not an ordinary lock, and it will be opened with a mathematical table. You will not be able to open the lock until you solve that table. If you can solve the question correctly, you can open the door and come out. The king went out and closed the door. 3 of the 4 men started working immediately. Numbers were written on the lock. They wrote the numbers and started working with those numbers. The 4th person was just sitting in a corner. The 3 of them thought that he was crazy. He was sitting in a corner with his eyes closed and doing nothing. After a while, he got up, went to the door, pushed the door, opened it, and went out. And those 3 people were working continuously. They didn't even see what happened. The 4th person has left the room. When the king returned to the room with his person, he said, "Please stop the work. The test is over. I choose my prime minister." They couldn't believe it and asked, "What happened?" He was not doing anything. He was just sitting in the corner. How did he solve the problem? "There was no problem," said the man. "I just sat down, and the first question and the main point was whether the lock was closed or not. The moment I felt this, I just meditated in silence. I became completely silent and asked myself where to start." The first thing any intelligent person will ask is, if there really is a problem, how can it be solved? If you try to solve it, you will regress endlessly, and you will never get out of it. So I just went to see if the door was really locked or not, and I saw that it was open. The king said, "Yes, that's true. The door was not locked. The lock was open. I was waiting for one of you to ask the real question, and you started to solve it. You missed the point here. If you work on it all your life, you would not be able to solve it." This man knows how to be alert in a situation. He asked the right question.